If you're like the guys I run with, you're always trying to find ways that you can improve. Improve your health, improve your mindset, and improve your life so that you can be a better husband, father, and leader. I know that we're a rare breed, so do me a favor and like this video if that sounds like you. And if it is, in this video I'll be covering my top 10 self-development habits that you'll want to start incorporating to get the most out of life. Self-development habit number 1, waking up early. All of the habits that I'm about to cover have one thing in common. They require time to actually follow through with them. If you're like me, waking up at the same time as the family leads to not having a free second to think straight for pretty much the entire day. You wake up, get breakfast ready for the kids, help them get dressed, ship them off to school, go to work for 8 to 10 hours at a time, and then come home to spend more time with the family. Luckily, there's a cheat code. By waking up 2 to 3 hours before the family, you now have an extra 15 to 20 free hours throughout the week to establish an effective morning routine. Not only that, you'll be starting your day off with a win because you're in control of what time you start your day. Habit number 2, exercise. If you want to look better, feel better, and perform better, you'll need to follow some sort of workout routine. Not only is exercise one of the best ways to get a rush of dopamine that will have you feeling good about yourself after you do it, it also helps you look like you're in self-development. I mean, think about it. Can you really say that you're into self-improvement when the only body you'll ever have and your health are steadily declining? I'd argue, not a chance. Habit number 3, journaling and writing down your goals. A lot of studies have shown that by simply writing your goals down on paper, you have a much higher chance of actually accomplishing them. For something that only takes a few seconds or minutes at a time, this is a great way to stay focused and keep your purpose front of mind as you start and end each day. Personally, I like to do my goals in the morning and I split them into daily, weekly, monthly, and then yearly goals. I also go back to yesterday's goals each morning and cross off the ones that I got done and make note of the ones that I still need to check off. Habit number 4, cold plunging. Cold plunging or even just taking a cold shower has a ton of health benefits like reducing inflammation, muscle soreness, boosting metabolism, improving mental clarity, so on and so forth. But to be honest, I really only use it for one major benefit. To do something uncomfortable that I don't necessarily want to do in the moment so I can practice mastering my mind. My buddy Keith Yackey of Married Game calls this process baptizing your bitch voice, and it's the quickest and easiest way I've seen to be able to normalize doing uncomfortable things that help propel you forward. Self-development habit number 5, meditation. In a world full of external stimulus, it's easy to live in a 24/7 state of reaction. Being constantly bombarded with ads, people needing stuff from us, social media notifications, gossip, the list goes on and on. It's never been more important to set aside 5 to 10 minutes each day of silence where you can be alone with your thoughts and see what's going on internally. I've noticed by just taking 5 to 10 minutes of, turning the podcast off, getting away from the noise and sitting with myself in silence, that's when some of my best thoughts have come to me. Keep in mind, it's surprisingly difficult at the beginning to sit and do nothing for even just 5 minutes when you're used to going 100 miles per hour. Realize it takes some practice to be able to quiet the mind and be okay with that. Just like anything, it's a process. Habit number 6, reading. It's a well-known fact that you are the sum of the 5 people you hang around the most. What many don't realize though is that the people you hang around don't need to be physically there with you. Hell, they don't even need to still be alive. If you take time to read or listen to stoic philosophers, business tycoons, or industry experts, you can essentially shave years of trial and error off of your process by learning from their experiences. Personally, I like to listen to Audible books, but admittedly, I have to listen to them a few times to be able to really digest the bulk of the information. Habit number 7, plan your meals. If you're failing to plan, you're planning to fail. And if you wait until 5 p.m. to decide what you're gonna eat for dinner at 5:30 or 6 o'clock, chances are extremely high that you'll opt for something that's quick and easy rather than something that supports your goals. Now that doesn't mean you need to spend a ton of time preparing meals, but by planning ahead, having the right foods around and knowing what you're gonna eat a day or two in advance, you can still make quick and easy meals that leave you feeling good about yourself rather than waking up the next day feeling like you let yourself down. Personally, I eat a lot of beef and steaks, so I always try to have not only a ton in the freezer, but I make a habit of taking it out in the morning and letting it thaw so it's ready for dinner that night. Self-development habit number 8, practice gratitude. All right, here's an easy one for you. I know it's easy to fall into a state of victimhood and concentrate on all the things that we want or all the things that aren't going our way. But here's the deal. We get what we focus on. Meaning, if you're always focusing on the bad, you'll attract more things that you don't want. And when you focus on the good things that are happening, more good things have a way of finding you. So take just 30 seconds or so and think about all the things that you're grateful for. A healthy body that can move freely, a warm house, a family that loves you, a car that helps you get around. It doesn't really have to be crazy. Just take a minute to appreciate some of the things that make life a little bit more enjoyable for you. Soon this becomes a habit and it will be almost impossible to put you into a bad mood because you've trained yourself to see the good in almost any situation. Self-development habit number 9, shadow work. Shadow work is an exercise that helps you deconstruct your worldview and find out why you may be subconsciously self-sabotaging yourself in certain areas. Often it's questions about your opinion on things and doing a deep dive to find out where those opinions stem from, if they're serving you, and whether you should possibly reframe those opinions into beliefs that are a little bit more helpful. If you type shadow work, workbook, or journal into Amazon, you'll have a ton of options to choose from. And finally, number 10, stretching. As we get older, we find ourselves racking up injuries, imbalances, and not being able to do some of the things that we used to physically be able to do. Taking some time to stretch, whether it be doing a hot yoga class a couple times a week, or just setting 5 to 10 minutes aside each day to touch your toes, stretch your calf muscles, and doing the bare minimum to get started, you'll want to incorporate some sort of stretching into your routine. Just like exercise, meditation, cold plunges, waking up early, or pretty much any of these self-development habits, stretching will suck at first, but soon you'll get into a rhythm, you'll feel the benefits, and you'll wonder how you ever got by without it. Which of these 10 self-development habits could you benefit from the most? Also, which self-development habits did I leave out? Let me know in the comments, and don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel for more videos just like this one. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.